welcome to another edition of Good Morning Colombia. Thank you for joining us today. We're starting the day with the return to Afghanistan of the dreaded Ministry of Virtue and Vice. Among the movements announced by the Taliban, a very particular name appeared: the Ministry for the Propagation of Virtue and the Prevention of Vice. Since 2006, Human Rights Watch has warned that under the Taliban, this Department of Vices and Virtues became a symbol of arbitrary abuse, particularly against Afghan women and girls. The department ruthlessly imposed restrictions on women and men through public beatings and imprisonment. The organization explained that the Taliban publicly beat the women for, among other things, wearing stockings that were not opaque enough, showing their wrists, hands, or ankles, and in the case of women, not being accompanied by a male relative near. The vague standards of the proposed Department of Vices and Virtues for upholding morality could be used to silence critical voices and further limit women's and girls' access to work, health, care, and education, said Corson Neff, lead researcher from AHW back then. The ministry has not yet begun to function. Their duty will be to preach the virtues and teachings of Islam and prevent people from committing vices and illicit acts, explained to members of the Taliban who spoke on condition of anonymity to the Washington Post. The ministry will have its own specific officials, but not police or soldiers, they added. Now, coming back to Colombia, Minister Karen Abudinen resigned from her position. The ICT Minister Karen Abudinen Abushaibe presented her resignation letter to her position on Thursday, September the 9th, amid a harsh scandal. Karen Abudinen's departure is due to the award of a 1 billion pesos contract to the Unión Temporal Centros Poblados, from which 70,000 million pesos of the advance is committed. The community considered that the explanations presented by the official in the past debate on the scandal of contracting with Centros Poblados were not enough to guarantee the continuity of her in the position. We are here today with our journalist Jennifer Sanchez, who is going to present us the latest local news. Jennifer, welcome to Good Morning Colombia.
In today's news, we have a man who jumped off the metallic bridge of Monteria. Those who were passing through the Gustavo Rojas Pinilla metallic bridge saw with amazement how a 40-year-old man threw himself from the highest point of it into the waters of the Sinú River. Many people gathered to try to help, but no one could stop the man from committing suicide. Although the identity of the man is unknown, it is expected that this Friday the police will provide more information about this terrible event. In other news, Unicordoba brought its literacy program to Las Mercedes.
In alliance with the government of Córdoba, this Wednesday, September 8th, the literacy plan began within Las Mercedes prison, which will benefit 48 inmates. The headmaster of the University of Córdoba, Jairo Torres Oviedo, recalled that more than 2,000 people from Córdoba cannot read or write. The event was also attended by the Municipal Secretary of Education, Oscar González Herrera, the headmaster of the Santa Rosa de Lima School, Luis Humanes Petro, and the Dean of the Faculty of Education and Human Sciences of Unicórdoba, Manuel Cortina Núñez. During the project, school kits were delivered and work days with teachers and inmates were scheduled.
That was everything for today. See you in an upcoming news broadcast.